Here's a quick tip on using the Replace Clips command in Pro Tools, which allows you to replace multiple instances of the same clip on your timeline all at once. In this session, I have several copies of the same whoosh on the timeline here. Let's take a quick listen. And I've also got further copies of it downwind. Let's say that I would like to change this whoosh to a different sound effect, and I've got it throughout my session, and I don't want to have to track down every single instance of it. I simply want to automatically replace all of them at once. We can do that using the Replace Clip command. First, you have to have the replacement clip that you'd like in your clip list. You cannot do this by pulling from the workspace or the Finder level. I've gotten a second whoosh into this clip list that I'd like to try. I can audition it by holding the Option key on the keyboard and then clicking on its name here, Big Whoosh 001. Alright, so that's the one that I would like to replace the existing one with. In order to replace the existing whoosh with this new one, I need to hold Command-Shift on the keyboard. That is, the Apple button and Shift. Then click and drag from the clip list to any one instance of the clip I'd like to replace on the timeline. I get presented with the Replace Clip window, and I have a variety of options here. I can replace only the original copy, but of course the point is to replace multiple copies, so I will replace all instances of the original clip, and I will choose to do so on all tracks. And I will choose to fit the clip using the replacement clip length. That means that the new clip that I'm matching in will have its entire duration placed onto the timeline. It will not be fit within the confines of the clip that's already there. Let's hit OK and see what happens. So you can see now the new whoosh has been added to our timeline. Let's take a listen. It's also been replaced downwind here. One possible concern you can see, however, is that the replacement clip is longer than the original, and so it's gotten truncated in a couple places. This could be a bit problematic. I may want to make sure that it stays within the confines of the clips that I had. So let's undo, and let's do this a different way. Once again, we'll hold the Command and Shift keys, and we will drag the replacement whoosh from the clip list to any one copy on the timeline. We get the Replace Clip window, and this time we are going to fit the clip using the original clip length. And we'll hit OK. And now you can see that it has been constrained to the duration of the original clips that were already there. Another possible concern here, of course, is that that still cuts off our replacement clip abruptly, without a nice fade. But if we already had fades on all of the clips that we intended to replace, and then we did it, then those fades would be retained. So this is an incredibly handy way to replace all instances of a given sound effect throughout your session with any new sound effect that you would like to use. And of course, the same can apply for any other type of material that you may repeat throughout your session, such as a music sting, a cymbal swell, or even a piece of dialogue if it's used over and over again. So, save yourself the trouble of manually replacing a sound effect if you decide to change it, and use the Replace Clips command. That's it for this quick tip.